Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamie Morris.
And I am Cortensia Carty.
Yes, it is Wednesday. I made a big deal about this guy last week, right? I said, you know what, it's hump day, it's the middle of the work week, I need my camel. I finally got my camel. But just for today, I'm going to bench the camel. You know why?
Why?
Because it's a 4-day work week. Hump day is not in the middle of the work week anymore. So technically we don't have a hump day this week. So just for today, I'm going to bench the camel because I don't think it's fair.
How can you remove hump day? It is a day. You cannot remove the day.
Hump day is hump day. The second work day of the week is worthy of being humped over?
Yes, because it's Wednesday.
What kind of laziness are you advocating?
I'm just going with the week.
We're going to take a vote on this, okay? You guys let us know what you think. But seriously, I'm telling you right now, the camel, he'll return next week.
Hump day is hump day.
Technically this week, no, it's not worth it at all.
We continue now with the latest in local news, this by way of a music festival committee press release. The wait is over, and now fans in St. Kitts and Nevis can walk into a local ticket outlet to purchase their tickets for the much anticipated St. Kitts Music Festival. This comes just over 3 months after online ticket sales were launched on the 25th March. With this new development, the chairman of the festival, Damian Hobson, confidently disclosed that all plans are in place for the staging of the St. Kitts Music Festival scheduled for later this month. Hobson said that changes have been made to the venue layout to give greater impact for sound and spectator enjoyment and to also facilitate a better viewing advantage for patrons. With these changes, new entry points have had to be created, but mainly affecting VIP guests, while fans in the general areas will still be allowed to enter via the Bird Rock Road location next to the basketball complex.
You looking forward to it?
That
doesn't sound very promising, Cortensia. I think you need a camel for that one. Then you bring your answer back.
You removed hump day, so I'm not feeling humpy.
All right, here we go. So we're moving on to our second story. The Minister of Sport ensures that CPLT20 games remain in St. Kitts and Nevis. This from SKNIS. The Minister of Sport, the Honourable Vincent Byron, is working to ensure that cricket fans in St. Kitts and Nevis are able to witness home games of the local Patriots franchise, the defending champions of the Caribbean Premier League 2020 tournament, CPLT 20. At a cabinet press conference on Wednesday, June 1st, 2022, Minister Byron noted that the country is in the second year of a 5-year agreement to ensure that world-class cricket comes to Warner Park during the exciting tournament. Honorable Minister Byron stated, quote, "Every year we have to pay some US $750,000. This, of course, should have been paid by the 1st of March. Unfortunately, we were behind that, and when I took over the office as Minister of Sport, this is something that had to be quickly spearheaded, and I have been fortunate to have had support from the Cabinet to ensure that the Ministry of Finance will do its duty and ensure that we have our Patriots defend here in St. Kitts and Nevis," end quote. So there you go.
Just making sure that we get to see them play right here. I still have my Patriots mask, which I will pull out once I go to the match.
So you're going to be in disguise?
No.
You have a Patriots mask?
My mask, yes.
Oh, your mask.
I am wearing my protection.
So you're not going to be in disguise? You're wearing your protection?
No, I'm not going to be in disguise. I'm just wearing my mask to celebrate with the Patriots.
I see. So
yes.
It's celebratory.
Yes.
Not necessary, but celebratory. Jury's out on that. Anyway, move on.
We continue now with story number 3. It is from Win Media. Several years after staff and students were forced to abandon their space at the Bastard High School, the construction of a new school building has yet again been put forward to the general public. A Facebook post from Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris confirms that the construction of the new Bastard High School is scheduled to begin in the near future. However, a specific date for the start of the construction has not yet been shared. The school will be erected at Ponds Estate, just on the city's outskirts. A billboard on site shows a picture of the soon-to-be-built academic institution and essential details relating to the construction. The job is entrusted to the Public Works Department St. Kitts, while the architectural plan was done by Framework Architecture Inc. from Barbados. Santec Caribbean, based in Barbados, will be providing engineering services, whilst management consultancy will be provided by Innotech Services St. Kitts Limited.
So we're getting a new school.
Yes. ASAP.
I'm not sure about ASAP because that was a talking point some years ago.
Yeah,
and
several
so,
years ago.
As you heard, there's no real date given yet.
Yes.
But, well, you know.
What progress?
Yeah.
Any progress is good progress, right? You think?
That remains to be seen. I'm a little skeptical about everything, especially at this time. So we'll wait and see. Jury's going to be out on
We
that.
definitely will wait.
See. All right. That being said, we now move on to a local check of our weather. It's going to be mostly sunny with a 10% or slight chance of showers, a high of 90 degrees and a low of 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And take a look at your hourly forecast as we segue to the break. We'll be with you on the other side of it.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue now with the latest in regional news. This from the Caribbean Media Corporation. The Caribbean Immunization Technical Advisory Group, CITAG, is warning that routine childhood vaccination coverage in Caribbean countries has fallen significantly during the coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic. In a statement, the CITAG, which is an independent group of experts in the fields of epidemiology, public health, microbiology, pediatrics, and tropical medicine, said that in some countries, as many as 3 out of 10 infants are not fully vaccinated, putting them at risk of measles, polio, and other diseases eliminated in the Americas that continue to circulate in other areas of the world. And this is very alarming.
Yes.
Very alarming.
Remember when the nurses, were you here when the nurses were here?
Yes.
And they said persons are not bringing their children to be vaccinated?
Yes, that is true.
I think people are scared of what they're putting in the kids' bodies. I don't know.
Well, you know, catch-22 on that, because there were other things that, you know, happened in the U.S. particularly as it concerned. I think it was the same measles, if I'm not mistaken, and people didn't get vaccinated for religious reasons and so on. I'm not sure that's the case here. Other than people are scared generally of, you know, vaccinations.
They probably think they're going to sneak in the COVID vaccine in their child.
No way. That would be so unethical. So,
I'm just saying.
Who knows? Conspiracy theories, maybe?
You don't know. You continue now with international news. This from CNN. Singapore says it is facing a dengue emergency as it grapples with an outbreak of the seasonal disease that has come unusually early this year. The South Asian city-states has already exceeded 11,000 cases, far beyond the 5,258 it reported throughout 2021. And that was before June 1st. When its peak dengue season traditionally begins. Experts are warning that it is a grim figure not only for Singapore, whose tropical climate is a natural breeding ground for the Aedes mosquito and carry the virus, but also for the rest of the world. That's because changes in the global climate means such outbreaks are likely to become more common and widespread in the coming years.
It seems like no matter what you do, you can't get away from the adverse effects of climate change.
I know.
Right?
And those mosquitoes, they just live on.
Well, that is until you get them, which we generally try to do. My grandmother has this zapper. I love the zapper. I wish we had more zappers. But, you know, yeah. Have you ever heard of that?
Them?
Yeah, I love the sound that it makes. Is that humane? Can I say that? Not sure, but hey,
they're mosquitoes.
It's already out there. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it for the latest today. Up next, we'll be speaking all about World Oceans Day with 2 local advocates for marine conservation. Stay tuned.
The continued fight against COVID-19 requires the continued practice of public health measures across all sectors and in every community. Frequent and proper hand washing, wearing face masks, and physical distancing. Do you know who is not physical distancing? The Aedes aegypti mosquito. Let's avoid overloading our healthcare systems. This means simultaneously protecting yourselves and your loved ones from all disease, including mosquito-borne illness like dengue fever, Zika, and chikungunya viruses. Did you know that dengue is the most common mosquito-borne viral disease in the world? So let's get to work. Use window and door screens to keep mosquitoes out. Change the water in vases and scrub inside surfaces to remove mosquito eggs. Avoid using saucers with potted plants to prevent collection of water. Securely cover water barrels and drums with mosquito netting and properly fitted covers. Scrub the inside walls of water barrels and drums with detergent 1 to 2 times per week. Walk around the outside of your home and remove or overturn containers that can collect water and become breeding sites. Mosquitoes only need a small amount of water to lay their eggs. Remove unwanted cans, bottles, buckets, or used tires. Other items still in use must be properly stored in covered areas to avoid water settling in them. Clean roof gutters and air conditioner trays. Debushing and removing tall grass from around your home or establishment is also key to reducing mosquito populations. To decrease your risk of being bitten by infected mosquitoes, use proven personal protective methods too. Apply an effective mosquito repellent to exposed areas of skin according to manufacturer's instructions. Wear light-colored long pants and shirts while outdoors in the early morning and late afternoons. Further, protect vulnerable family members like pregnant women, children, the elderly, and persons who are unwell by using mosquito nets to sleep or rest, even during the day. Fight the bite and protect yourself and your family too from mosquito-borne diseases. This message is brought to you by the Pan American Health Organization, Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries.
Most people consume excess salt from processed foods, such as snack foods, processed meats, instant meals, and condiments.
Instead, use fresh vegetables, ground provision, fresh meats, and natural herb seasonings, just like our grandparents did, and just like you did with this soup. We are Salt Smart.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said, when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children, settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Mommy, Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Today is World Oceans Day. This is an international celebration of one of the most significant resources on the earth, and that is our oceans. The theme for this year's observance is Revitalization, Collective Action for the Ocean. In honor of this, we have the pleasure of speaking with Tracy King, who is a marine biologist and Vice President and PRO and Marketing Officer of the Women in Maritime Association Caribbean, or WIMAC. We also were joined by Shakima Hanley, the President of the SKN Reef Guardians. Welcome to Good Morning SKN,
Welcome, ladies. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
And happy World Oceans Day. I see that you are representing
I know,
in the blues.
In the blues, yes. Yes.
All right, so let's talk to the theme of World Oceans Day and what it means for the public and what it means to you as well. Tracy.
So, World Oceans Day, revitalizing and having collective action. That collective action for me really speaks to mentorship and advocacy and action, and all of us playing our collective role in doing our part, increasing ocean literacy, because when persons understand something, then they're more inclined to take care of it. Yes. When they understand how it functions, how it moves, why it does what it does, everything, then they're more inclined. And so increasing ocean literacy is a goal of mine, and that it just resonates with me for this year's theme.
Well, for me, I look at it as it's a holistic approach. It's not just fisher folk or persons in the marine environment, but even the average person who would use the ocean for recreational activities, as well as just to take a swim, snorkel, etc. And also for a person in the agriculture sector. For me, this is a bit closer to home because I'm an agriculturist by profession, but also in the capacity of reef guardian. I look at it from a ridge to reef approach. Get that? Land to sea. Yes. So in my capacity, I tend to educate persons in the agriculture sector that, yes, I would understand it's a quick fix for you to use chemicals, use fertilizer, but it has a negative impact on the ocean, because when we have heavy rainfalls, water tends to go back to its main source, that's the ocean. So runoff would cause things such as algae bloom, and also it would also damage like the coral reefs, such as coral bleaching and stuff like that. So one should understand the minute gesture that you would do could make either a positive or a negative impact on the ocean ecosystem.
I am happy that I am in the presence of basically a guardian of the galaxy, but a guardian of the reef. Yes. Did you realize this?
Wow, no comment.
Yeah. So, Shakima, why do you think that marine conservation is important?
Well, marine conservation is important so that we can maintain a habitat that is ideal for sustainability, especially in food, and also the ocean has other aspects related to the environment that we as individuals would benefit from. So if you damage what is necessary, then what happens to us as human beings? And not even just us as a human being, but what happens to everything that is around us. So that's why I feel that it's important for marine conservation too. One should always think about it and consider it.
It's not an easy job though, because I heard you speak to, ocean literacy, etc., and trying to get people to it's almost as if you're sounding the death knell, but not really, but you know what I mean. It's like the warning. This is the doom that could result if we don't take care of it today. But I suspect that because we don't see the signs of, immediate harm, that it might be difficult. Is your job difficult in that way?
So part of what makes my job interesting, it's the fact that we have, as a culture, a fear of the ocean. And some of it is founded on real-life trauma. At Easter weekend that went back. And those things usually affect the community. It's not just like a one-off. It's not just like a one thing, just something stinging on your hand. Yeah. It usually results in affecting the community. And even my grandmother has never been to Nevis, but she married a fisherman from Nevis. So understand that her fear of the ocean, even me telling her I want to be a marine biologist, she kept like every single semester, including my senior year, kept telling me, you don't want to be an eye doctor? Like she kept trying to convince me.
Keep you on line, right?
Listen, she kept trying to convince me. Yes, so, and it was real for her because it wasn't just like, oh, afraid. No, it wasn't something that was trivialized. It shouldn't be trivialized. It's something real. So when you look at knowledge and attitude and behavioral change, you really have to make the ocean fun. Yes. You have to make the ocean safe, right? So increasing positive interactions with the ocean and just, letting people just feel good about learning about corals and just feel good about learning about fireworms. They're dangerous, but look at how pretty they are, Just kind of refocus how you view danger. Actually, and then you start to get persons on board with what you're doing.
All right, so I can see, you've got me sold. So, I can see the fun part.
So my guardian of the reef, can you tell me what are some of the activities you will be doing to educate and to commemorate World Oceans Day?
Okay, well, the St. Kitts Reef Guardians, SKNRG, as we would call ourselves. Yes. So we are an NGO, and we would have already been participating in certain activities in collaboration with DMR, Youth Department, Clean Seas, and some other entities. We would have done some in-water beach cleanups. We would have participated in the Department of Agriculture Career Day. We'd have visited schools and have presentations with children, educating them, because our main objectives for the NGO is education and awareness, youth empowerment, and of course, the ultimate thing, marine conservation. And in addition, our NGO is currently in the process of getting funding from Jeff so we can roll out a big project that we're working on so we can do our part in marine conservation, and that is to implement artificial reefs. So we can try and revitalize the ocean as well, and create a new habitat and a space for our marine species to grow, to multiply, which is the ultimate goal eventually. So there's a host of things that we're doing. We continue with education. We're going to have more cohorts to roll out as well, because people will be asking, oh, I see you guys doing stuff, how can we be a part of it, etc. So yes, there are more cohorts that's going to be coming on stream, where persons get the introduction into marine biology, so you learn things about pollution and stuff like that in a nutshell.
Oh, lovely.
You sound so excited about this thing. Your energy is actually infectious. So hopefully it's translating that way. We'll be back to talk with you ladies more in a second. Everyone stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are speaking all about World Oceans Day with Tricia King, marine biologist, and Shakima Hanley, the president of the SKN Reef Guardians. So ladies, as we continue this engaging conversation, I want to know, I've seen Tricia under the sea with a St. Kitts flag. Diving.
Yes.
So Shakima, do you do the same as Tricia? Do you go under the sea as well?
Well, interestingly, effective today. Yes, today. As soon as we finish here, I have to catch a boat, go back over to Mavis, and then I'll be enrolling in my first session for open water diving.
Look at you, congrats.
Yes. So soon you'll see me under the sea with a flag.
At least one of us will see you under the sea with a flag.
Yes.
So ladies, I want to know as well, where did your passion for marine conservation, when did it begin? Where and when?
Okay, from a very young age, I have always been a lover of the sea.
Okay.
I usually say I'm a mermaid. And one of my wish, if I could have had a wish, was to be a mermaid for a day.
Okay.
So I could just swim across the ocean as much as I want, as long as I like.
Jackie, I'm a mermaid every day. So like, you could be a mermaid for a day. I'm a mermaid every day.
I could be a mermaid every day.
Yes.
But yes, and one of my goals is to also swim with sharks. So this new thing that I'm venturing in, scuba diving today, it's a stepping stone into that. So hopefully one day, not just a picture under the sea with a flag, but a picture with me swimming around some sharks.
In a cage maybe, or outside?
It doesn't matter.
Ooh, you're
I
great.
think outside would be more interesting.
Superpowers, right?
Outside is better, actually.
Yes.
Trust me. Outside is better.
Swimming with sharks is better. Okay, I hope that you do it more than
I
once.
swam with rays outside and that was fun, but I don't think I'm going to chance it with those guys that have more.
Well, I
than
did
me.
Shark and Ray Alley in Belize in the Hulton Reserve. So trust me, it was.
Look at you.
It was.
Look at you.
It was really cool. It was like so cool. It was so cool because we jumped off the boat. I made it sound so dramatic, but we jumped off the boat and then we were swimming and I was just following like the school of sharks and rays and I was just following them and then one of my counterparts, he pulled my fin and I turned around and he was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I was following them," and then he said, "Everybody, look, we're like, how far away are we from the boat?" And I was like, "Oh, you ready to go back?" And he's like, "Girl, where are you go? Why are you just following them?" And then he was like, "Come, let's go back." And then we went back, you know, and it was amazing.
Oh,
it was
look
amazing.
at you. She's joining the school of sharks.
Well, I can see that. I can see how that might parlay, if it does, into your role in WIMAX. Why don't you tell us more about that, Tracy?
Okay, so the Women in Maritime Association Caribbean, what we will be doing, not just today, but for the rest of this week, is actually highlighting women from across the Caribbean who have been doing work in marine conservation. And so listen, as just all of my sisters, that's what we call each other, sisters. So they would be.
I love it.
Yes, the sisterhood of the sea. Yes, so we will be rolling that out. The first post will be at 2 o'clock today. And we will be doing that. And I'm so excited because some of the times we do all this work and you don't actually, well, you get the satisfaction just being in the ocean, but you don't actually get a platform to be recognized on. And so I was really happy that the Governing Council agreed when I came up with this concept because it really meant a lot to me to get to feature some of my mentors actually
Yes, I saw
included.
that, yeah.
Yes, so it's really cool.
Oh, I love the exhilaration that you ladies exude when you're talking about the sea. So, Shakima, do you think that your goal or your objective of conserving the reefs, is it being realized?
Well, the little that we have been doing so far, persons have been recognizing it.
good
I have persons come in and say, oh, how can I become a member? We're like, we're not having members as yet. We're just in the background right now trying to get things off the ground. But at the same time, to let persons know that there is a synergy happening, we would do work with already pre-established entities so that they can be aware of it.
So how important is that partnership to get your work done?
Oh, amazing.
Case in point.
Yes, very amazing. I mean, as you said, it's a holistic approach. One person can do it, one organization can do it. And the fact that we have a partnership and we're able to do more than one person, little by little, things are improving.
Collectively.
Yes. Things are improving.
Yes.
So, definitely.
I just love it.
So you just mentioned the SKNRG. They're not accepting members as yet. I'm curious about YMAC. What can you tell us about that, Tricia?
Okay, so we are accepting members throughout the year. You can message us via our Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn pages. I'm new to LinkedIn. They pressured me and I succumbed to the pressure. So I'm new to LinkedIn, so it's still I'm still warming up to it. But it's at WIMAC, right? And WIMAC Caribbean, sorry. And you can send us a message, we will send you the form and you fill it out and then you join our amazing work that we are doing across the region.
So would I have to know how to scuba dive? Would I have to be like Shakima and go and learn in Nevis to join WIMAC?
Actually, for women in maritime, it's a little different. We have persons who within the maritime sector, so that can be a maritime lawyer, that could be, yes, a marine biologist, but that could also be somebody in shipping, seafarers, so it's a wide scope, and so they're able to, or fishers, so we're able to accommodate for more than, and persons who overlap in the sector as well. So consultants, so we're able to accept most and persons who are interested.
Okay, so swimming is not a...
swimming is not a criteria. it just helps, you know, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a criteria.
So just in case if I wanted to join the Super League of the Reef Guardians, you know, and WIMAC, I just need to make sure that I did know.
She's elevated.
So we definitely want a communication arm. So hint. Yes, you can definitely join. You'll be on my committee personally.
All righty.
Yes, so you already have a place.
Yes, we all have a place in this to preserve the marine environment.
All right, so today again is International World Oceans Day. So I want to give you one final opportunity to say to the public what this day means and take it away. Shakima.
Okay, well, as mentioned, it's everybody needs to be on board. It doesn't matter your capacity. It could be a co-host, a host of a show, or even somebody in the marine aspect, agriculturist, whatever it is. You're needed in order to conserve the environment. Remember, when you use the beaches, ensure that you don't litter on the beaches, because these things do get trapped in marine organisms as they wash back into the water. So be conscious of what you're doing around your coastal areas.
And our sea mermaid.
Okay, so collective action. We all need to do our part, right? And it could be someone in preschool doing their part to encourage persons about using the ocean, because the ocean is a safe space. So we can all enjoy the ocean.
Yes. So ladies, it was indeed a pleasure having you here today. We hope this is not our last conversation for the sea. So thank you once again for coming.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Viewers, you know we like to have fun here at Good Morning SKN. So up next we have a game. Stay tuned.
Hi. If you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today. and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis. Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
Consuming excess salt can lead to heart attack, high blood pressure, and even stroke, and other health-related conditions such as kidney disease.
Good morning, this is Carol from Lux Carnival, and I listen to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning again and welcome back to Good Morning SKN. As I mentioned before, as you may already know, here on Good Morning SKN, we love a good game, which I'm going to win. And you may also know that we love to sing.
Oh, the trash talk. Oh, the lies. Do you feel that energy already so early in the morning? Okay,
oh my gosh. So let's see how we can combine these two in a game that we will call Sing That, oh, we're singing, Sing That Song. We will be given a word or phrase and we not only have to think of a suitable song, but we also have to sing at least one line of it. Yeah, I'm shocked.
I thought you said you were going to win, so you shouldn't be shocked. You already said that you were going to win, so there's pressure that way on this side of the room.
I now see why we need the time. So Jamie and I have our buzzers ready. Jamie, let's play. I'm still going to win. Team K, Team J,
so much confidence.
Vote for me, vote for me. Bad weather.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
He cheated.
That word, you read those instructions, right? That word, I chose weather. Frightful is bad.
Exactly.
Therefore, that is my point.
Oh my God. But he didn't, isn't he supposed to sing more than that amount that he sung just now?
They said to sing a line. Sing a line. What did I say? They said to sing a line. I'm saying all sorts of S's now. They said to sing a line.
He sang a line. All right. Let me see what easy one I'm going to get now. Ooh. Why do I have to get this hard one? Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Boy, my trash talking didn't work in my favor today. Ooh. He committed suicide. I don't know. That's my original. I got a thumbs down. Okay.
I don't know what to give you after that. I really don't. What is the next one, please?
Oh my gosh, I'm still at 0.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. This game is not gonna work in my favor today, is it? I'm gonna win still. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be positive.
I think you lose just by virtue of the fact that you already said that you would win. I don't have to say much of anything.
Show off.
All right, we're passing on that one. We're so sorry, but we're going to pass on that one.
No, we can't pass. Can I take Jamie's pass?
We were doing the buzzers, so it's a matter of,
Quit playing games with my heart. With my heart.
Okay.
Baby.
All right, I feel it.
Backstreet or somebody in sync, I don't know. I think that's mine, because I stole Jamie.
No, it doesn't matter. You just pick the buzzer. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Going to the movies and we're gonna watch married people. You know what I was trying to do, right? That was like going to the chapel. Because I'm like, what is that?
No original songs. You should have learned from me.
That's
That's a
not
no.
an original song. I mean, the melody was the same. I changed a word or two.
Oh my gosh.
This is so painful, I tell you.
Oh, this is harder than I thought.
Can we get a line that reads going to the dentist? It's almost like that for me. I don't know.
Ooh. Running away from you, I don't know.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but seriously.
Oh my God, I gotta
here.
know. I got a thumbs down, and now I gotta know. My
We've
gosh.
got people here in the studio actually willing to boo. They're like, no, Cortesia. They're like, no.
Money, 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 money. I'm stealing Jamie's point.
It's not my point to steal. That's fine. Steal away.
I stole from Jamie.
Steal away.
In broad daylight.
You understand?
Mhm.
No shame.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Really?
Oh. A dog is a man's best friend. I don't know.
Yappa dabba doo. Was there a line in that with Dino? I don't know. I really don't know.
How
Did
does
we not
Dino
say
fit?
that Dino is
How does
Fred
Dino-
Flintstone's best friend? You don't even know what to say. Tutti fruit, oh Rudy. I got that. All right, there we go. We're fine.
Listen, these are. I wonder how the viewers are doing. What do you think?
I
You think they're getting these
I
songs?
think the viewers are like, oh my god.
The weather outside is
No, that's not it. Don't even try
Why
that.
do I keep
That's-
getting thumbs down from a certain person?
Wow.
It's white outside and I love snow. I don't know.
Cortetsu, no. Guys, can we join the chorus? Just say no.
Don't listen to Jamie.
When
Don't
they play
listen.
this clip back,
What?
what on earth?
Ooh,
Whoa.
that one's rough. Computers.
There's a song with computers.
Leave my door open just a crack.
There is a song with computers.
Oh my god. Baby bottles?
Okay, I'm sorry, but the look on
The
my
baby
face.
needed a bottle, so we gotta make some baby bottles.
What? What on earth?
I got 2 thumbs down and a wipe of the nose. It's like, what is she doing?
I don't know what you're doing, honestly.
Oh my gosh. These are
I think
hard.
we need to remind ourselves
Oh
what
my
the instructions
gosh.
are.
Weekend line.
Wow.
You have 15 seconds to think of a song and then sing the song. But where is the weekend line? Oh my
You're
gosh. Viewers, do you hear me asking Jamie, where is the weekend line? Oh. There we go in the weekend line.
Cortensio, no. Can Cortensio lose points for every wrong attempt that she makes? I think that's the only fair thing to do.
I'm trying
Because
here.
The name of the game for you, Cortensio, seems to be, how many wrong answers can I possibly get? That so
Oh my
we're gonna
gosh.
need to be penalized.
I
here.
feel a Naima vibe because myself and her, we always tied. And look, it is the luck of myself and Jamie today. We're
That's
2
not
and
what
2.
you were saying before. You realize that she's changing her tune?
Listen, I have to work with what is happening. Piano man, play the piano man. I don't know. On the piano.
No. For the love of music.
Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Up, up, up. I don't know all the words. Typical black person.
Wow.
Boom, boom, boom. Don't know it.
Katy Perry, Roar.
No, you gotta sing the
the
song.
eye of a tiger. You're gonna hear me roar.
He just keeps tying me up.
You're
I don't
gonna
need
hear
to
me
be
roar.
tied up.
You don't need.
Oh,
And
Waterluck. Waterluck. We are tied up.
fly me to the moon.
Is that even a song? Okay. Okay.
And that's it. It's a wrap. All right. Most animated I've been for the day. Because finally, the scores reflect the reality of what happens when we play games.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, there's balance.
Well, hopefully the person that's coming up next, she knows more songs more than us. We have the triple S, Sweet Sister Cynthia. Oh no, it's Loosen Up, right? I'm too excited. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. Yes, it's Loosen Up. So stay with us as we get loose in our next segment.
You see that new boy that just joined the school last week? He brought me a chocolate this morning because I showed him the way home from school yesterday. You like him? No, he's just my friend. Plus he is my neighbor. He asked me if we can walk home together for lunch tomorrow, and I told him yes.
I don't like these big boys. They tend to like to touch girls without your consent.
What do you mean by consent?
It's when one person agrees to give permission to another person to do something.
He is cute though. Guys, you won't believe what happened the other day with the new boy from school.
What happened?
The other day, while walking home with the new guy, he followed me into my house. I thought it was okay because he seemed friendly and respectful. So I turned on the TV and offered him a soda. We sat in the chair together. Then he leaned over and kissed me. I was so shocked I sat up straight and asked him why he did that. He said he thought I liked him. I told him not in that way.
What? Girl, you should have never allowed him inside your parents' home.
My parents will be very angry if they meet any boys in our home plus kissing me.
Guys, we don't need to be burdened down with teen pregnancy and relationship problems at this time. Boys need to understand that girls are not sex objects.
Remember, you have the right to consent to every activity being performed, from holding hands to anything more, and to change your mind at any time. If your partner does not respect your wishes, this also is a form of abuse. If you, your friend or family member is being abused, you can contact one of the numbers listed below for help. Department of Gender Affairs 662-5492, Special Victims Unit 662-7077, Counseling Unit 465-5000. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and the Pan American Health Organization.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. So we've already had some conversations this morning. We've had conversations over the course of our time on the show when we focused on the keyword of passion. We're going to talk about this as we loosen up. So what does it really mean to be passionate? Well, that could mean so many things, couldn't it?
Exactly. But I guess it's to be passionate in your pursuit of what you desire in life, be it your profession, your goals, the person you want to become. So, as you say, we can connote the word to many aspects and areas of our life. So, what does passionate mean to you? And what are you passionate about? Ha!
What am I passionate about?
Yes.
I'm passionate about that game that we played yesterday when I won, and I want that declaration.
I won.
I won that game.
I won because he drew so well. He just needed to read between the lines, and he would have seen that my truck lost its tires because the nuts were not tightened.
What?
Enough.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. You really, never mind. Never you mind.
My truck was playing charades.
All right, fair enough. Whatever you say. I'm not going to go down that road at all. I might lose my tires too. All right, so why do persons often not pursue what they're passionate about? Is that the case? Do you think people don't pursue what they're passionate about? Or
yes.
You
and
really
as we said yesterday, we spoke about comfort zones. Some persons do not want to step out of their comfort zone, so they don't pursue what they want, or they feel they don't have the support. What about somebody that wants to be an astronaut, but they don't have the money to go to school, and they're afraid to? I'm sure there are a lot of, I know this little Caribbean boy that wants to be an astronaut, and I really hope that he gets it done. But Jeremy, I'm coming to you. I want to be an astronaut. You're gonna laugh at me like, what's wrong with you, Caribbean?
No, I wouldn't laugh at you.
Why are you going to the moon? The average person, I think, would, because they'd be like, go be a pilot. Astronauts don't really go up that often.
No.
So sometimes you get discouraged. There's no support. People think your stuff is funny, so you don't get the help. No?
It's weird to me because I think that if you are truly passionate about something, then you'll find a way to pursue it. So I would dare say to you that what we think is passion really isn't, but it might be an imitation of it. Because if you are passionate about it, you would follow through.
You'll push on.
So that's my
regardless.
take on it. I don't think that there would be any obstacles to your achieving that goal, or at least pursuing it in a way that becomes obvious to you.
But
And
what
everyone
if there are obstacles at every corner, and eventually you just lose your passion and you just decide this is not for me, and you
so
give
if
up?
you can lose it, were you ever really passionate about it?
Yeah, I was, but then I just feel like there's no help for me. What about the person that thinks like that? What about although they're passionate, it's like, okay, I tried everything and everything failed.
My take is so different, and I guess this is what makes for great dialogue. I think that if you are passionate about something, then it will show. It's as if you have this container that's filled with fluid and it's bubbling over, literally. I mean, you're not going to be able to contain it. So it's going to show, even on the outside. And if you can't see the signs of it, then are you really passionate about something, or are you just going through the motions and, oh, this is what we think passion is, and this is what it looks like to so many other people, so I'm going to apply it to me now, and it's going to be, oh, well, I'm passionate about this. No, I think if you are, you'll find ways to pursue it.
So the obstacles won't keep you back, regardless.
Well, that's just the point, exactly.
Regardless, okay.
Exactly, you'll be advancing in one way or the other.
One way or the other. Yeah, because I was passionate about becoming a flight attendant since I was 5, and I made that dream a reality. It took me how many years? Plenty, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, I couldn't be one at 5 or 10, but I never wavered. I stuck to it until my dream came true.
Guys, did you hear that? So that's one additional point for Jamie. So we're going to add that to yesterday's game total, okay?
So you just want to be tied again, huh? But you didn't tie, you won. So Team J, I'm going to publicly congratulate Jamie. He won. Yeah.
I'm passionate about that declaration, by the way. Right,
about beating me.
What else are you? Okay, so that's what you're passionate about, being a flight attendant. I think there's so many things that I'm passionate about, and that's the thing. And when I think about what I'm passionate about, they seem to be very different.
Okay.
And I remember when we were having that interview with attorney Adrian Scanterbury, and one of the questions that we asked him was, where do you find the time to do everything that you've done? And he said, well, basically, I kind of segment things. So I'm going to focus on this for now, and then I do that, and I do that. And he's able to do everything and seemingly do it so well. And so I think that in my case, those things that I'm passionate about, they show. I find a way or opportunities present themselves, and they go.
Yeah.
And they don't necessarily marry with each other perfectly, although there are moments in time, you get those glimmers. It's like, oh, I can see how that parlays into this, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So what are the takeaways from the conversations that we've had about being passionate? Well, I just gave you mine for me.
Well, today Jamie told me that if I do have a passion, that nothing, no excuse should stop it. So that was my takeaway. Push on and push forward, because it's your passion, and your passion should be pursued regardless of whatever situation
Yeah,
you face.
within limits,
Yeah.
of course, because we don't want you to be passionate about breaking the law.
No, please don't
be
don't break the law.
Don't be passionate about violence either. Yeah, no, and don't be passionate about things that can get you into trouble. Please don't be passionate about those things. You know, shift your pursuits, because we have a way of, as human beings, of justifying the seemingly unjustifiable, and we go, oh yeah, this is what I want.
I'm passionate about this. I'm gonna do it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
We don't want to have to call the police.
Be passionate within reason. Be reasonably passionate. And with that, we're going to take a very brief break. When I say brief break.
And don't forget to tell them who's coming up
Are we
next.
getting food today? Because I'm saying break.
Triple S.
Triple S?
Sweet Sister Sensia.
I'm glad that you said it that
The viewers
way.
have to stay tuned for that. Come right back after this break.
See you guys.
Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Shake. Drop to the ground and take a little cover under a table or strong furniture. Kneel. Bend your head close to your knees. Hold on to a table leg or desk, please. Hands. Behind your head, protect your neck with your arm. Face away from windows, you must understand. If you don't have a shelter to hang on to, remain in a place till the shaking's through now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave tsunami, wave tsunami, wave tsunami. Move away from doorways, windows and shelves. Heavy objects to drop. You could damage yourself. Cabinet and bookcases may also fall. Light fixtures and objects mounted on the walls. And if caught outside, find an open space. Debris from buildings may fly in your face. Kneel or sit on the ground. Cover your head and remember every word that I say. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Drop. Everybody now. Drop. I wanna see you now. Cover your head. Cover your head. Drop. Say everybody now. Tsunami. I want you to put up all your hands. Tsunami. I want you to put up all your flags. Tsunami. 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 Do not go home without permission. Stay and wait for help and instructions. Do not go down by the seat to watch the action. Just to talk about what has happened. In science lab, chemicals may drop. Exit only after shaking has stopped. Do not panic, everything will be fine. Don't use the phone line at this time. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Drop, cover and hold. Stay in control. Drop, cover and hold. Don't panic. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Shake. Let me see you shake like earthquake now. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami. Wave. Tsunami.
Yo, me pray every time I feel can't do no different. Swear me have a win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I have to win, that's why I'ma try again.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We continue this segment. Today we will be speaking with a powerful woman. Yes, power to the woman. and one making her mark in the realm of DJs and radio personalities here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Introducing the one and only, I told you about it, Sweet Sister Sensia, XXX. The topic for today is working in the traditionally male-dominated profession. Good morning, Sister Sensia, and welcome.
Good morning, and it feels nice. I mean, the ambience and the welcome is just amazing, and I love it so far.
Thank you.
We're glad.
Depends on how hard y'all ask me questions.
It depends. All right.
So, where did you desire to become a DJ? Where did it originate from, and what appeals to you most in the male-dominated field that you're in?
Well, I grew up in music. You know, everybody knows my dad is, well, most people know my dad's Mick Stokes, a Calypsonian, and he has always been about music. Since I'm a little girl, I always just wanted him to play the guitar for me, or we'll sing together, we'll do sing-along on the steps, sometimes just as a little girl. So it's just, music was just always within me. And then what happened is when, you know, my brother came into his, when in his room, he used to have like a turntable. And there's something about that turntable, it was records. Just used to amaze me. So I always used to go on it, but he used to lock me out. So I used to knock off the lock just to go back in, just to go on his turntable. And that's when I realized that playing music was just what I needed to do. That just used to make me feel different as a little girl.
So how old was this when you were breaking into the room to get on the turntable?
I was about 13, 14.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you learned how to pick a lock really quickly. And you also obviously developed the other skill of music, so that's good. We were going to ask you about your family, but you obviously mentioned, you know, your family being very musically inclined. So the question that I want to ask you now is, with that support from your family to go into this?
Actually, yes. My dad actually started working at Choice Radio, and I used to go with him like every afternoon after school. Once I finished my homework, he would say, okay, let's go. And I would go with him, and while he's talking to Mike, I would be the one playing the music, but nobody knew. So I just used to be the one mixing the music, and this is around 14, 15 years old. Okay, and I used to be mixing the music, and then one day he got an important call. I don't remember what the call was. And then he told me, just play music, he gonna come back. So I said, okay. But then I waited till he gone, I peeped out the door, and as soon as he gone, I pushed up the microphone, and I started to tap the mic. And then the boss man heard me. I was just like amazed and blown away how I handled the mic, how I spoke as a girl. And then since then he said, hey, you're gonna get your own spot. And that's when I started Choice FM Radio. I was like a little girl, like that thing. I started my own spot like when I was like 15, 16 on there, just coming up. And then since then it was like from Choice FM, then we went over to Sugar City Rock, and now I'm doing over 10 years at Freedom FM.
Listen to me, that's a fascinating story. And quite frankly, I would have done the same thing had he left. So good decision there.
She reminds me of Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker. He said the same thing. The guy just told him, just go in there and play music, and he said he just used his voice, and then from that he
it's the voice. The voice just came through, and then afterwards he said, okay, we need to get a nickname for you. You know, so that's how we just started.
Well, let's talk about the nickname because it's a very interesting and unique nickname.
It's very interesting, to be honest with you. A lot of people thought that Sensia came from maybe I smoke or, you know, ganja, and I don't smoke. I never smoke. What happened is I used to live in New York for a while with a friend of mine. My mommy's friend said I needed a break, and every day we would go around the corner because she does hair. And one day we was going around the corner, and then we met some Jamaicans, and they was like, every day we see you guys, what's your name? She said her name was Sensia, and the other one was Sensimillion. I was Herbie. So I watched them. I said, why do I have to be Herbie? Why you can't be Herbie and I be Sensia? I don't want Herbie. So then they realized that she was lying, and it was a joke. So every day when I pass, they used to say, all right, Sensia. So the name just stick on me every day. So when I came back, you know, the guy, and I told the guy, well, you know, the only name that came to my head was Sensia. And then he said, okay, you're like a sister, so we're gonna call you Sister Sensia. And then with the voice now and the thing, guys would call in and say, you're not only Sister Sensia, you're sweet. So then they added the Sweet Sister Sensia, so some people would call me Triple S or whatever. So that's actually how the name came about. It wasn't even nothing about out the way, it was just coincidence.
You know, and I like the fact that you have that sweet added to it, because we were talking about being in a male-dominated field, but yet it follows you with that name because it makes you unique as well, because you've got that label. Was there any sense of pushback or resentment or anything of the sort coming from Sweet?
Yes, there were, because like when I was like DJing and stuff like that, I wanted more, and I used to want to go to the clubs, and because I felt like I could do more. But then there were some DJs who thought that a woman shouldn't be in the field, and there was one particular who actually managed a DJ group. He did not want to be on any event I was on, and they were popular at the time. And he's like, you know, she belongs on the radio. She shouldn't be up in the clubs and blah, blah, both. It's for men. And I couldn't get any gig on any gig that they were on. And that was fine. But then afterwards, I think, there was one time, DJ Yadi, I always have to respect him, who pulled me and say, hey, bring your music and come. And it was the first time down at Uncle T's to the back.
Yes,
Uncle T's.
yes.
And then I went and I played, and then people realized that this girl had mad talent. And then I started to do Golden Ammon, and then that's when this promoter from Antigua recognized me, and that's when the traveling started, right? And then afterwards, I started getting popularity now. And then the guys who didn't want to play with me, basically people would put me on events, and the guy was still saying he don't want to play with me, and I'll be like, okay, but then let them play, and I'll cool and do a next one. But then the people that wanted me, so then they were the one who wasn't getting the jobs, and then I was getting the jobs. I was just a cool laid back one, just doing my thing. So I showed them, hey, it might be a field dominated by men, but women can come out and do what you do and even do it better.
Do you see that she is passionate about what she does? And we were just having this conversation, and you have proven that regardless of what was happening, you getting the pushback and everything, you still push.
I still remain.
You still push on.
And I still remain calm. I wasn't fussy up to this day.
Yeah.
I'm not a fussy person. And if one thing EK Real White always taught me, and Yadi, is just to be cool. Because even sometimes there's some DJs who want to go up and be about the hype and go in the prime time. I'll be like, hey, let me play early. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if I go in and I play 2 songs, I'm going to get paid. What's the fuss?
Yeah.
You understand? I'm going to do my job regardless of what. I would be in a session with you and 4 of us in here, and I'll play with you as if thousands of people in the event. Because that's just the energy that I love to bring. And I have more fun because I could talk freely with more 4 people.
Yeah.
That's what I want with 4 people. You know.
So do you know of any other young ladies that are coming into this field as well? And do you mentor?
There were a few ladies who I tried to get into the field, but I don't think that they were that serious.
Okay.
And there were one that I felt could have been, very good in the field. We had a little differences, and but at the end of the day, I still think that she could have done a lot really good, which was Selecta Dean. Okay. I used to think that if she had taken that craft serious, she could have been doing what she's doing right now. And there's DJ Bubbles who's doing it right now. She don't talk, but she plays music, but she's amazing.
Okay.
She's definitely amazing, and I think DJ Flames is who teaches her. Okay. But I listen to her play, and I love to see women doing these things, and I just felt like she is definitely amazing, and I see her reaching places. Trust me.
So any plans for there to be a Sisterhood Academy of DJs?
Sorry?
Any plans for there to be a sisterhood? I'm playing on the sister in your name.
I won't say yes, because time, I'll be honest with you, I work 2 jobs and I have a daughter. Yeah. So in between time, I have to basically be a mom. Okay. So if I try to take up more of my time to do other stuff, I'll feel like I'm being less of a mom. Aww. So I try not to push myself to do too much more and not have time for her, because right now she's my priority.
Oh, that's sweet.
Well, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. That's something that I would actually like to talk with you about when we come back, because when we think of women in fields, it almost seems like you have to work a little harder to get the respect, and then you're still dealing with parenting. Not that males are not, but for some reason women tend to be seen as nurturers, and so you want to be there, you want to have that contact time. So we'll talk with you about that balancing aspect when we come back.
No problem.
More with Triple S after this. Stay tuned.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
That's yours.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. So we are continuing our conversation with Triple S, our sweet sister Sensia. Listen, we are full of laughs. We're a barrel of laughs here because we're going to let you in on
Jeremy
something.
didn't even know it was his turn.
Listen, I was like, this is going to be Cortensia's turn because we were having such an engaging conversation. I swear sometimes the most engaging things happen when the camera is turned off, but we're going to turn it on just for them. We were talking about parenting. We were talking about your daughter. We were talking about the way that she sings. Okay, let's start because there were 2 or 3 things that we were talking about. Let's talk about the Facebook video with your father and your daughter.
Well, you know what? We were actually home because we had to sing for a funeral, me and my dad. So we had to practice. I said, let's warm up and sing one of your songs, which is Cold and Rainy Day, which is my favorite song. And we were there singing and she was in my hand and, he was playing the guitar. So happened my uncle was next door because he had came down from St. Croix, heard us, put on the phone and just started to tape and record us. So, we was just going with the flow, but that's something that we do all the time. Sometimes we put karaoke on the TV and we home, we singing karaoke together. We do fun things because at the end of the day, we don't know how long we have. So we have to make every moment last. So we try to do as much as we could as possible together. You know what I mean? So.
And I understand that she's quite a dancer.
She's a dancer.
Anything
She actually dances. Yeah, she dances with poise dance, and she alarms me because when you see the soca music come on and she starts to whine, she has timing. And with timing, it scares me because she's 4. She'll make it 5, but she can whine and I'm like, hey, stop.
Cool out.
No, cool out. So sometimes she go to school and they tell her she has to dance. She said, teacher, I can't dance because mommy said I'm not supposed to dance. And I will have to say, no, mommy don't mean that way.
Yeah.
You can dance, but not that way, because that way is kind of scary because she just has proper timing.
Yeah. I like the fact that you made it clear for her that it is okay too, but you just
it's okay too, but it's how certain for children. No, I get scared. You know what I mean?
Well, music runs in her veins, right?
It does, and she's always around the house singing loudly. She loves to sing and she loves to dance. If it's a dance with me right now, she's gonna split.
Well, she's got the talent. She's got, and plus she's in a dance class or dance school, so she's got the talent. She's got the talent. So you choose to make a personal stand on COVID-19 matters. Why?
Which one? Because I make quite a few stands,
Anyone you choose.
Which one stands out to you the most?
What stands out to me is basically, I think people make fun of a lot of things and they don't understand the seriousness of life. Like as soon as something happens, like COVID has been going on. Oh, this ain't happening and that ain't happening. And if you look around the world, it's not just here, it's all over. And I do my TikTok videos and different videos because sometimes people listen and when I talk because something is passionate for me. And I just try to show people that, hey, life is more serious than what you guys see it. We might be living today laughing and joking and everything today, but we never know what can happen tomorrow. So at the end of the day, you just got to take life a little bit more serious. And even the COVID. COVID is a serious thing and you have to take it serious. If you look around the world, all these diseases, people falling down, dying, and say, oh, it's not COVID, it's not this. If it's not COVID, it's not this. What is it? Do you know? You understand what I'm showing you? And if this is what they're saying it is, and we can do whatever we can to protect ourselves from it, then let's just protect ourselves from it. So we don't have to say it's and it's not. We don't have to go through it because we're doing what we have to do to protect ourselves from it.
That's fair.
Indeed.
And I like that you're using your platform to say something like that because a lot of times some people would be afraid thinking that they would, let's say turn off or be off-putting to their fan base, for instance. And it seems like you care about your fan base enough.
I care about my fan base and I care about people. Now, I've been through a lot with people. I've been burned, I've been hurt, I've been cut, you know what I mean? But regardless to what, I just love people, and I think it's because of my mom. That's what she taught me to do. My mother always tells me, you know, when people talk about you, just count to 10. You know, just count, woosa, breathe off, and eventually after 9, 10 days, they're gonna find another topic. You know what I mean? And they're gonna move on. It does not make sense to hold something in and let it bottle up and kill you or stress you. Just move on. At the end of the day, they're gonna be okay. Once you know that you're okay and you show them that you're okay, you understand? And don't just give them a smile and show them you're okay. You have to also be okay within yourself. And just show them, hey, you could say what you want and do what you want. I'm still gonna be me. But if you let them overpower you, you're not gonna reach the places that you wanna reach. And I think I've picked up that because my mother has like I tell people all the time, when people say like, Lady Saw is their idol, or Rihanna is their idol, or Beyonce, my mom is my idol.
That's so sweet.
The reason for that is I know what she's about behind closed doors. I don't know what some of them are. I don't know how they act, what they say, what they do. I know that she's the kindest woman ever. If me and my friends are there sitting and she cook, she's going to share a little bit for every one of us. She's going to push you to eat and say you need to eat. You know what I'm saying? If she comes and you mess up, she might give you a little water, but she's going to clean up. You know, because she loves to clean. But at the end of the day, my mother always say her favorite words is kill them with kindness. No matter what they say about you, what they do to you, how they talk about you, just kill them with kindness. That's all you gotta do.
So we had a conversation yesterday with myself and Jamie. We were talking about caring about what people say about you and if you're not talked about. So would you prefer to be talked about or not talked about?
I don't really care.
Thank you.
Okay, Jamie has a twin. Triple S says she doesn't care. Jamie doesn't care.
Whether they
So
talk
I'm
good,
working on it.
bad, in between, it's your opinion. You got your right to your opinion. You understand? I can't change your mind about if you hear that I was down the road and I was with a guy, you might take it and say, oh, she was with this guy and the guy belongs to this. And your mindset is your mindset. You already believe what you want to believe. Why should I sit down and waste 15 minutes of my time to prove to you that it's not true when I could take 15 minutes of my time to work out what my next move is going to be? You understand? I can't waste time trying to explain to you, what is it going to benefit me? At the end of the day, if you want to waste your time on me, that's you. Because you have time to waste me. I ain't going to waste time on you. I got money to make. That's just my mindset.
Money moves. I love it. Money moves.
Welcome to the other side of the Patsy.
Okay, I'll join the club. I'll join the club.
All right, so what advice would you give to other women and girls who are interested in becoming, radio personalities, DJs, shows, or anything in life? What advice would you give to your daughter, even?
Sorry, repeat that?
I'm sorry, let me go slower, because I'm so excited to talk to you. See what's going on. So what advice would you give to radio personalities, DJs, that is young women who want to do those things, and even your daughter as she would pursue when she gets older, any particular career path? What would you say?
Don't stop. Go for it. I always tell people there's a lot of things that you can do, right? Like, for instance, on the weekend, people tell me, like, I went to my girlfriend Berry does makeup, and she taught me to do makeup. So I did all my girl's face and my face for breaking down.
Nice.
You know what I mean? I can do that. I can do here. You understand? I'm also an office manager.
Girl.
You understand? I deal with different stuff. I work in an office in the day, and I manage staff. In the night, I do radio, and in the weekends, I do clubs. And when I'm home, I'm a mom. You understand? So I try to do so much different things that the buck doesn't stop there. Even if you're working in the bank, even if you're a lawyer, even if you're a teacher, and you just say, hey, I think I can play music. I think I can teach you. Who's telling you to stop? Then you need to go for it. Don't ever let nobody make you feel, girl, you could never do that, because I heard that for almost half of my life. Or you can't do that. You're going to look at where I'm reaching. I'm actually going to St. Martin this weekend, and they're so excited to see me. Next month, I'm going over to New York City, and then at the end of the year, it's like I got bookings and bookings, and some bookings I have to turn down because I have a daughter, so I can't just be jumping and I have a job. But if I had the chance when I had to live out there, I'm telling you, I'll be reaching places that people won't even imagine. But because I still have a life here, I can't just jump and go. But it just goes out to show that, hey, I did it, so why you think you can't do it?
Jamie, I think this is your female twin.
Really?
After all these conversations that are ending up the same, I really think so. Yeah.
There's a movement, Cortez. Join it. Join it.
I'm gonna join.
It's been our absolute pleasure talking to you. This conversation
indeed.
can go on for hours. So, Executive Program Manager, we need to have her back.
Yes, we do.
Can we have her back?
We do.
Can we have a part 2? Awesome.
All right, nice.
Pleasure talking to you. We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You're not live clean. Your girl at 16 and your daughter at 13. Two girl look me, but me know in that. Big man no deal with back pan back.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be safe. One kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll up, yeah. Cause no man's alone, do what's right. Alright, cause I love you, brother, my sister. And we're in this together, my sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy roll up to roll out.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Karima Wilkinson, or Karma, of K Technicals, considers herself to be your personal technician providing dominant solutions. Karima was the patron at the competency-based capstone event hosted by the Clarence Whitford Bryant College last week, Tuesday, on the 31st of May. And to learn more about this, we welcome Karma. Love the name, by the way, too. Good morning, SKN. Hey,
Good morning,
Karma.
welcome.
Hi, morning.
Hopefully you're not going to come back to bite me. It's great to have you here.
No, you're safe. You're safe.
All right, so what was your experience like at the capstone event, and what does it mean to be a patron?
Okay, so my experience was pretty amazing. I was truly honored by the amount of love and support I received at the event. And I was also amazed to see just how much people are inspired by my success thus far. So it was really good. It was exciting.
All right, and what about the patron part? Tell us about that one.
I was, as I said, I was honored. It was really good to see that others look onto what you're doing, you're trying to do for yourself and for others. Because I try to represent for students, right? Trying to gain experience and make a name for themselves and find themselves in the world after college. Because that's the hardest part of trying to find your path in life, right? So that's part of why I also started my business, so that could be a start for them to gain that experience. Because as you finish college, the first thing is, oh, you can't really get a job because where's the experience, right? So that's part of it, and I'm still working towards that, but I was truly honored.
Yeah.
It was a great experience.
Okay, so were you enrolled at CFB in the technical program, or did you have your technical skills prior to enrolling at CFBC?
Both.
Okay.
Actually. So I grew up closely with a family member who was an engineer, still is,
Nice.
right? So at a very early age, I was exposed to the inner workings of technology and stuff like that. So I always had the basis knowledge for it, right? And over the years, I developed my skills and decided to pursue a career in it. So I moved to CFBC after high school and decided to further my studies in information technology. So
Lovely.
That's great. And you are, managing key technicals. I love the shirt. See the logo standing through brightly. What can you tell us about the launching? When was it launched, and what are the services?
Okay, so technically, the business was always there for years, just not, publicly advertised. And what gave me the extra push to, start a business and take that extra leap was the unsurety of life during the pandemic.
Oh, lovely.
Right. I decided for the way the world is going now, especially how dependent we were on technology, this is a perfect opportunity to add to the cause. So I decided to start my business in 2020, July 12th to be exact, on a Friday. Remember it specifically. Yeah, so that's where I officially came out as K-Technicals.
All right.
The fact that you launched during a pandemic, because the pandemic would have just been a few months in, were you concerned that you were not going to gain any traction during that time?
Actually, no, because even leading into the pandemic, my clientele was always there. They're loyal, they're great, and they're consistent, right? So I was not worried. And then the pandemic showed me that they would need me even more, especially students, online students, because if now you're transitioned into a full online college, you're going to need those devices. You're going to need a proper internet connection. You're going to need, so I know the business would have thrived then more than ever, which it really did. So
the pandemic can't keep a good woman down.
No.
Not at all.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. Wow, okay, Karma. I see where you get the energy. So let's talk specifically now about all of those services that you provide. What are they? What can you tell us?
Okay, so it's a lot to mention, but so I do home and office networking. That's Wi-Fi troubleshooting, routers, camera setups, cable run, stuff like that. Computer hardware and diagnostics. That includes tablets as well, Surface Pros. I do printer service and maintenance, phone repairs, unlocking, the whole works.
Wow.
So it's a lot. Oh, and TV repairs as well.
Okay.
So
you said webnostics?
Diagnostics.
Okay. I was just making sure there wasn't a gymnastic in web, just saying. So how did you come up with your slogan?
So the slogan for me, your personal technician, means I provide my service directly to you, anytime, anywhere, right? I'm personally yours. And then the dominant solution means you get the best most accurate solutions for all your technical problems.
You heard it here first.
Listen, that's not just a slogan, that's a mission. That's something to live
Yeah, and it really is. And I stand by that, and I try to put out my best every day when I provide my services.
The passion.
The fact that your clients, well, the passion is there obviously, but the fact that your clients are sticking with you, that says a lot about the type of services that you provide, the quality of the services and the customer base. What can we say that you've done per se to reach even more customers?
So one of my best angles is, let's say I go down to town, maybe to the bank to do a transaction or whatever, and then I can't get a receipt because the printer is down. And guess what? Your personal technician is already here.
Oh,
so
I'm here to do business, but I can help you out.
Yes, I'm already here.
Yes.
So I usually always have a business card on me, a flyer,
Lovely.
or something.
I like that.
I always have matrix right with me. So the minute this is down, I say, well, it's a good thing I have this. I'm here. I could get started right away, or you could point me to the manager, or I could give free IT consultancy as to how to fix that issue for right now, right? And I just market myself there. Or I also turn to social media and market my business, flyers, commercials, stuff like that. So,
well, that's good.
Prepared and passionate.
Prepared and passionate.
I love it.
And full of information, because you mentioned
Yes.
social media. So why don't you look into that camera and let people know what that information, how can they reach you online, rather?
Okay, so you could reach me on social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram. I have my business WhatsApp number. That's 766-0574. My business pages are K Technicals. You could type in K.Technicals or K Technicals. It's going to show up. You're going to see my business logo and the business card. You're going to know it's me, Karima Wilkinson. Yeah.
You go, of karma. But good karma.
And I'm currently working on my website. It's not fully ready yet, but that's going to be there. But
you heard it here first.
It's something to watch for, because obviously I love the way that you, like, you go into the bag, the thing is not working, you're always ready to get new customers. I love that.
And I'm glad you touched on that as well, because when I say you're a personal technician anytime, anywhere, I usually do repairs right from in my car, right from on your landing, because for some people, especially high-end business persons, you need your phone now, right? You need to get stuff done. You have emails to read, stuff like that. So, depending on what the issue is, of course, if I can get it done right there on the spot, I do it. You get it back.
Good stuff.
So,
right, nice.
So my service is fast.
Yeah,
it's fast.
Yeah,
and it's the best. Not rushed, fast, and the best.
I find we have a lot of superheroes on here today. Flash.
All right, we'll be back to talk with you more in a second. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be back right after this.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue our engaging conversations with Karima Wilkinson, or Karma, the founder and IT technical specialist of K Technical. We have a clip of her recently released business promo. Let's take a look. Beautiful, beautiful promotion of your business. So can you tell us what is going on in that video?
Okay, so the video is basically showing all of the, it basically covers all of the services I do.
Okay.
Not all, because they're still missing home and office working and stuff like
Okay.
that. But in the video you could see phone repairs, a TV repair, computer, and so on and so forth. So at this very point, that was a television repair.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a capacitor that blew, so the picture board wasn't getting enough current to
Okay.
turn on the TV, to display picture on the TV. So that was the repair. Then with the cell phone, the screen pixels got damaged.
Okay.
You can't see it there, but so the phone screen needed changing.
Okay.
With the iPad, the digitizer was the issue, right? So I had to change that. With the computer, the motherboard had water damage.
Okay.
Right? So I had to repair that and change out the part completely.
Okay.
And then at the ending, that's where you see the end shows the start.
Yeah.
Because the first thing I started fixing was the laptop.
Yes.
Right, and then I ended by showing
That
laptop
it's
is fixed.
Yeah.
It's on, and then I just display.
I love the laptop defibrillators. Back to the heart. Power, power.
Listen, I saw you, working on the electronic circuit board, the circuit board there. And I'm like, okay, this is it. This is it. You've got it going on.
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit, though, about the concept for the promo itself, because we see a lot of, television work. We see sequencing
Yes.
of these scenes and so on. Talk to us about that. Was that your idea?
Yes. So it was my idea. Technically, though, my cousin and I, Lanza Wilkinson, he has his own small business up and coming as well, called Cloud Visuals.
Okay.
Right? So he's the man behind the camera. He's who, made all the changes and stuff like that. So at first we did the script together. I gave him the outline, what I want, the scenes, the different scenes and stuff like that, and we articulated together and put that masterpiece, right? I gave him the songs, the idea, everything. He went behind, put everything together. He was amazing. He was fast. I had like a billion changes because I'm a perfectionist, right? So this video was done months ago, but because every little thing I wanted to change, and he never complained. He was always on it.
Love it.
And he never treated me like, oh, she's family, so I could take my time with this.
love the professionalism.
He was professional. He was straightforward. His editing skills was just amazing. So
On par. Look at that.
shout out Cloud Visuals.
Oh, that's
Lanza
so
Wilkinson.
sweet.
Yeah.
So have you learned any new technical skills lately?
Yeah, actually. So I recently learned graphic designing.
Okay.
Right, and I'm still trying to master it, but I'm there enough, and that's particularly for me, so I can market myself and my brand better.
Lovely.
Right, and on timing. There's a lot of graphic designers out there who I try to work with and stuff like that, but sometimes I need something off the fly right away, or I need a particular thing changed, and if I could do it, might as well. Right?
I love that. Might as well.
Yeah.
Well, that puts you in more of a position of control when you think about it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Cortensia asked you before. I feel like I need to set this up for you to ask her again, because there was a question that you were asked before about whether you thought of working for anybody else before. Because you're working for yourself.
She was like,
so let's go. I can't even say repeat that. This is not going to be like take two. But
Yeah.
did you ever consider working for anyone else, or was it always your goal to work for yourself?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to work for a name company, someone of moral standards and, a reputable company.
Yes.
That is. And currently, I'm with that company. It's a family and I love it. I'm there for about 6 years now.
Okay.
It's Ross University, and I was recently promoted to endpoint technician for Ross University here in St. Kitts. So, yeah, that's my 84 job. And then K-Technicals is my baby, my everything.
Okay.
So that's 24 hours. K-Technicals is 24 hours. Call me anytime.
So you don't sleep? No sleep?
No sleep.
Oh wow. I want the remedy to no sleep.
As the artist highlight said, enough time to sleep when you're dead.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
No,
God.
and I actually took that quote, I actually took that line to heart. When I really think about it, as funny as it is, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We are young, we have all these opportunities, and it's much easier now in this modern world.
I love
so
it.
I try to capitalize on that and say, hey, yes, I'm tired now, but it's going to pay off in the end. I can sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you for your words earlier, because it's paying off
I don't know what I
In
did.
the last two interviews, it's really paying off. I'm seeing all the passion. And
I don't know what she's thanking me for, but that's fine. So as we talk to you a little more, Karima, long-term goals for the business. If there was a 5-year plan, for instance, or even a 10-year plan, where would you see your business?
Yeah, in 5 years, I see myself officially opening my what's it called? My IT consultancy firm in Canada. Right now, I'm already contracted with a few businesses doing IT consultancy in Canada, Chicago, and England.
Okay.
But as I said, I want to venture and have my own. Right, and I see that already. I already have my business plan. I already had right down to the office space. Right, the spot I want to be in and stuff like that. So it's just to put all moving parts together and push forward.
So what's going to happen to the St. Kitts branch? Are you still?
I'm really glad you asked that.
Okay.
Because just as I mentioned before, where I try to use my business to give the college students opportunities and experience.
Yes.
That's going to be the basis for that. That's going to be their new baby, right? And although I'll still be the owner or CEO or whatever, I'm going to empower them. So I'm going to actually have
paying it forward.
General manager, supervisor, project manager, team leads, stuff like that, right? Create roles for them, actual real roles, and have them build their portfolios and stuff like that. So that's my plan for it. And I'm starting to do that with SKNRA right now. Because currently I'm the assistant director for the executive board for SKNRA.
You got roles, girl.
Yeah. And that's the St. Kitts Navis Robotics Association.
Yeah.
Right? And I already try to do that, build a relationship with them, hear their thoughts and their needs, what they want, so I could incorporate that in K-Technicals and form that for them.
Okay.
You're smart.
Very.
And that's an understatement.
Very,
and I love the way that you're taking advantage of all the opportunities.
Yes.
You're making pathways.
Right.
So I expect nothing but greatness from you.
Yes.
Thank you for giving us a little glimpse of what we can look forward to for K-Technicals and what you bring to St. Kitts and the wider community at large. So thank you so much, Karima. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you this morning.
It was.
Best of luck to you.
Indeed.
We'll be back in a moment, everyone. Stay tuned.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
Yo, me pray every time I feel can't do no different. Swear me have a win, that's why I'ma try again. Pray every time I feel, cause God always a listen. One day I
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. If you are just joining us, you are joining for the happening part of the show. It is that time of the day when we let you know what's happening. Fathers. I love it that we are hyping the fathers up already. So G's Gift Baskets is having a Dads Are Amazing special for this upcoming Father's Day. The available baskets are as follows. Dad's Love Gourmet Basket, which includes a body wash, a body lotion, a puzzle book, and a cider for $224. The second basket is Morning Melody. This basket includes a mix of nuts, fruits, and this is for $135. The third basket, Mr. Clean, which is a car wash themed and will include a car wash soap, air freshener, a chamois, and an armor, all for the cost of $300. And the last basket, of course, there is the Dad's Stash Gourmet Basket. I like it, Dad's Stash. Oh, with the price ranging from $150 to $350 based on the drink of choice. All baskets come with a complimentary latex balloon. This is your opportunity to make your dad feel special by gifting him a basket from the one and only Basket Boss. Kindly note that all orders must be placed by June 17. Once again, please get your dad order in early by June 17th. That's from G's Gift Basket.
Shout out to G's.
Yes.
All right.
Shout out to dads.
Yeah, great job. So next on the list, we have pre-loved clothing donation sale. So you loved it once, you're gonna give it away, whatever, to somebody else to love even more.
Yes.
So do you have any clothing items that are too nice to throw away, but are just not your style anymore? Well, here's an option. You can donate or sell them to Lux Line. This is a local organization that advocates for thrifting, the reuse of pre-owned and upcycled clothing, accessories, or other items. The intention is to reduce waste and the consumption of fast fashion. The mission of Lux Line is to remind the general populace that the need to always have something new is not sustainable and often not necessary. So if you have any clothing items laying around, consider donating or selling them to Lux Line. Contact them at Facebook at LuxLime, that's their handle, at LuxLime, or at Instagram at lux.line. All right, there you go. Pre-loved clothing, share the love.
Yeah, don't throw it away. Upcycle, I love it, upcycle. CFBC admissions open. Have you considered applying at the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College, CFBC, but are you still on the fence? Come on, I would say, jump off of the fence. Well, we are here encouraging you to do it now. Admissions for the 2022-2023 academic periods are open and will end on the 31st July 2022. There are a wide range of programs at CFBC in divisions such as health sciences, teacher education, technical vocational education, and management studies, arts sciences and general studies, and adult and continuing education. Register now. The application cost for submission is easy, $35. Prospective students can access the application via the college website, that's www.cfbc.edu.kn. Once again, that's www.cfbc.edu.kn for more information. You can contact the office of the registrar at admissions@cfbc.edu.kn.
I just have to say, when you said 3 W's just now, I remember that interview that we did during December. We were like, we want whale, right? Okay, that's just me. 3 W's.
3 W's.
That's what that means to me.
Yes, three.
In any event, we want to thank you guys for joining us today for another edition of Good Morning SKN. Of course, remember to follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right, at Studio 327 INC. Like, subscribe, follow, and share.
Remember, we're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of June, so leave us a comment. I must say 1,000 subscribers. Let me make that clear. So leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. See you tomorrow. That's Thursday morning, No More Hump Day, at 8 a.m. when you will begin your morning with us right here on Good Morning SK. And have a great and productive day, guys.
Bye,
See you
guys.
tomorrow.